Shoot him out, shot like, ayy. Hit the red dot like, ayy. Finger on the like, ayy, 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 ayy.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. A weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. May will throw to get us started here. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From midfield on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he goes down a little short of the 40. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's May. Has a man, it's Achane. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. May now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Achane reels it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Slot man motioned over. Trying to run it in, Achane. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Trying again with Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 1 yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal from the 2.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. First down, didn't score. Second down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Trying to throw for it with May. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Christian Benford has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Coming off that carry, I'd go right back to him. Not a hotter hand on the field right now. Get that man the rock.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Play action now with Allen. Looking to his fullback now. Still has some space inside the 35. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. That's to the sideline as Shakir snags it. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Cook. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bills drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Bass now to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This one's taken in by Hill. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. May on 1st and 10. He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. First down throw for May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have second and pretty long here. Able to find Achane. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
He has the first over the middle. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Allen on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Man in motion here. Allen on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the score remains knotted, 7-all.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Running with Achane out of the gun. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Achane again. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. May now on 3rd down. Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Bills will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now a give to Cook, running left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a James Cook touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down. Working quickly here. To the air on first down, May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Back to the air. It's May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, third down coming up. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Rush coming for May. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off.
All right, we'll call that one a drop. The escapes quarterback does. He avoids taking the sack. He's also denied a gain of any kind.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's May. On target to Waddle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. May now from the gun. This will be caught by Connor. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 22 on second down. Achane reels it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. On play action, here's May. Now he'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion. Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Allen on the play action. He finds Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They'll try the right side with Cook. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Man in motion, headed right. 2nd and 8. Rolling left, buying some time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Poyer has it. And the Dolphins are tackled on the return after taking the interception back to the 25. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
May on 1st and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. They get it right back. That's intercepted. to take over after the interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second. For the lead, but the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now Allen off the play action. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Dolphins take over on his 11th interception of the campaign. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
It's his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 3. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw for May. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air yet again, May. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Throwing on third and long. Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Going to the ground again on first. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stops by Chop Robinson. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Allen now on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now run by Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. He fires one deep down, and the defender comes away with it. Riley Moss with the pick.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Dolphins ball, their season down potentially to its final quarter.
Defense can't stop you. This defense is asleep.
All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. Third down. From the gun, it's May. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In third and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a fourth down instead.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. May throwing for it. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on fourth down. That was impressive. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. May now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Dolphins have some new life in the 4th! Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Going play action, May. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has a man, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Here's 2nd and 2. Chased out to his right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Catch is made down the right sideline. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
On the move, headed right. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
First and 10. Here's Allen. Fits it through the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Throwing now on first down. Allen. Complete to Shakir. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On first down, Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He brings it in. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And it's no good. What a time for a miss. That was for the tie, but instead, Brock, they continue trailing now in this 4th quarter. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's May. Achane reels it in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running left, here's Achane. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins clinging to a 1-point lead. Offense to the line for 2nd down. May. Able to find Achane. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Achane, a 1st down carry. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Achane on the inside give. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Setting up to pass. This throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Achane. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins grow their lead to 8. Sanders all set to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now. Connection made to Shakir. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
That play is so impressive on so many levels. Not just because it saves a touchdown kick. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so good.
One final shot here. Try and push it deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked off by Eli Ricks. And the Dolphins make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that live life in